What's that say? Mystery bag. Is that what men call what they put in their pants? Mystery bag. What's that going to be like? Hi, I'm Кейт Бланшетт and I'm here to teach you about Australian slang. Or, g'day cobber, I'm here to talk to you about some Aussie lingo. Back of Burke, or back-a-burk. Back-a-burk is bum nowhere. Okay, brekkie, that's what we call breakfast. Dinky die, that means you're okay, cobber. Piker. If you're a piker, it means you're not giving it a good Aussie go. Thingo. You know when you can't remember something when you've got early onset dementia like I do? You go, where's that mobile thingo? It's a very, very useful word. What's that, shonky? Oh, I love the word. Shonky means something just is so badly made, like most of the films that I've been in, except for Tar. It's a good one, go see it. Footy. Now this is a really, really important word to know. This is true football. It's not soccer, which is also called football. It's not football. Or what you call American football. That's not a football, that's just like a lemon that you just throw around the thing. This is the real game of football, where people don't wear any pads, they run like the clappers at one another, kind of try to punch one another, jump in the air and catch the ball. That is footy. Love it. Okay, porky. Now, that's often what actresses are called. We're not porky. Porky is like a porky pie or a lie. Now, did you tell a porky? I use it to my kids a lot. No, don't tell porkies. Grundies? See, maybe this is depending on where you're from. In Australia, you might call your undies grundies, or you might call them bundies. I call them bundies, or scungies, depending on how often you wash. Oh, hooroo! This is very, so hooroo, it's like bye-bye. Like that one. Chewy. Now, this is not Chewbacca. Chewy is chewing gum. Because when you're chewing gum, it's really hard to say the word gum, so you gotta go chewy. Defo, really great word. I usually spell it with 2 Fs because you go defo. It means that something is absolutely 100% correct. Like, how would you say? Are you coming out tonight, mate? You go, yeah, defo. Dunny, this is not a word that I like my children to use. We like to use loo. You don't say toilet in England because that is really, you just can really imagine what people are doing in there. If you say dunny, you can, well, probably don't need to say anymore. Actually, in the back streets of Melbourne, where I grew up, they used to have these outhouse loos. And I did a history of Melbourne when I was at a high school, which was really interesting. We got to walk the back streets. And the loo man, the dunny man, used to come along and, before you had flushing toilets, used to take the can. And I read an account where it was quite common for people to leave a Christmas present for the dunny man. Bottle of beer stuck into the dunny. Fair dinkum. You can imagine that. I mean, you've heard that one. That's one's a bit of a cliche. 2-up. I mean, this is we're really going back in history. This is a game. In Australia, there's a saying that, people will bet on anything, like 2 flies climbing up the wall. Which one's gonna make it first, mate? Oh, I don't know, I reckon the one on the right. That's a big blowy. 2-up is like a game you play with 2 pennies, and you throw them up in the air and you say heads, 2 heads or 2 tails, and then you bet on how it's going to land. 2 up, 2 down. Bathers, that's your budgies, smugglers, what you wear to go swimming in. That's probably quite obvious, isn't it? But it depends. If you're in New South Wales, you might say, hey, come on, we're going for a swim. Bring your swimmers, which is your cozzy. See, there's a few words, cozzy, bathers, swimmers. Mad as a cut snake. That's me. No, mad as a cut snake means you're completely off your rocker. You're insane, basically. But it's kind of said with affection. Oh, he's mad as a cut snake. Milk bar. Oh, look, it's been a great loss. The corner store, our equivalent of the corner store was a milk bar where you could get, 20 cents of sweets. You'd buy your milk, you'd buy your bread. But yeah, now it's just a 7-Eleven. Oldies, that's your folks. That's your mum and dad. Which I guess that's what I am now. Yep. Pash, oh my goodness, this is Kathy Lett. our national treasure, Kathy Lett, our author, introduced me to this word pash. That's what we also call a tonguey. It's when you really get in there with a big old schmooch that's, you know, often ends up in a love bite. It's a really passionate kiss. Ripper. You ripper, you beauty. It means it's really fantastic. It's great. It's something that someone has, you know, they get their honorary doctorate degree or their doctorate in philosophy. You ripper, mate. You've got your doctorate in philosophy. Wrought. Fraud? Wrought? Yeah. Basically what most major corporations in America are doing right now. I hope you've learnt something today. When you eventually come to Australia and see what a wonderful country it is, you'll be able to speak the lingo. Thanks, guys.